we have, this is the shocks. We have the shock sensor on every corner of the car, so we know exactly what the shock absorber did. Okay? We have temperature sensors. We have oxygen sensors. That's the oxygen sensor on every cylinder. The passenger car has one for the whole engine. This has one for every cylinder. We monitor very, because how the carburetors work, all that stuff. We have carburetors on our cars too. That's what we do. So they're very intricate little devices, and they're mechanical basically. They sense vacuum. They allow fuel to go certain places. So, and each cylinder kind of has its own barrel, but they kind of weave together. So this is a very important part of what we do. So we'll look at this. We document it. We keep notes. We can try and figure it out. Sure, it's a carburetor, fuel pressure, fuel pump, vacuum in the engine. I mean, just like your normal factory car today, but times 10. Oil pressure, battery voltage. We monitor everything we can monitor because the one only takes about 6.5 seconds if we're doing a good job. You can't remember it. You can't look at the gauge and know what the fuel pressure was or the oil pressure was. Okay? So we monitor with the computer, then we come back and we spend hours, 6 seconds, we spend hours looking at it, trying to pick it apart. Okay? So the computer is a very important part of what we do. It gives us all the data we need to try, because we're looking to pick up 1,000th of a second on that. We're looking to go from a 675 to the 4. We go 675 to the 3, we pick up one position and qualify. So we race a whole different person who changes everything. So it's very critical to even 1,000. The smallest absolute measurement of time for us, 1,000. That's pretty quick. You can't even blink that fast. You can't even blink that fast. So next thing we do is we record the run. This is the run we just made. There you go. See how you watch the car? It's going straight out through there. I mean, almost perfectly straight. Got a little to the left. Got some to the left. See the tire track? The tire track. So you go straight out this way into that shiny area. And the shiny area is not as sticky as the dark area. So the car is just drifting a little to the left. That costs us a little bit. So we'll work on the suspension to try and make the car go straight. The weather, which is a really important part of what we do, because we have carburetors, like I said, and they're very sensitive to what the atmosphere has. So this monitors on a continual basis. Every 10 minutes it records the air temperature, the relative humidity, the absolute barometer, barometric pressure. It calculates the rest of this stuff here. It actually, how many grains of water are in the air. And that's very important. If you feel it is humidity, our engine sees it as water in the air. Because our engine takes a really deep breath, like 500 cubic feet. It takes a really deep breath. Like 2,000 cubic feet per minute plus. That's what air is. So with all that air that goes in the carburetor, there's a certain amount of water. And we got a big fire going on down in there. So the more water you put on the fire, the less power it takes. So we have to know how much water is in the air. So we can take fuel out. Okay. For some complicated reasons, we run less fuel when it's humid. We have some more time in the car. So it's all on paper. And we see how close we ran to the computer. We can actually predict. We take that data, we put it in this schedule here, and it predicts, based on the conditions, what our run. Our first run we should have gone 685. I think we ran faster. Second run we should have gone 83, we went 75. We ran really good. Third run we didn't get down. Fourth run, we could run at 82 with a 0. We went 76 with a 9. So that's almost a little over 500 faster speed. Then we take all that data, put it on spreadsheets. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all these spreadsheets, 7 spreadsheets. And this is the run for this particular race. All the data, this is not all the data, this is one section of data. And we've got it up here for the whole year. We go back and do another run back to the first race we did. Topeka, California, and look and see what the race ran in Phoenix. So it allows you to be able to see what kind of gear ratios you ran, how much punch you ran, and similar conditions. I mean, perfect for 6.5 seconds. So we got to work on it really hard, because we can't go out and make a lap and go back and tweak it and go back and make another lap. Put a rubber in it, change the Okay, we have to be right when we go out there. We get 4 shots, but you got to try and do as much documentation as possible so that we can make a run. We get the best run we can get. And we bench back there. We got one in the car. And we got brand new ring and pinion gears that we can put in them. Jamie sets those up so we can put a rear together. He takes them about an hour, maybe a little over an hour to build the rear end complete. We can put it in the car in about 10 minutes. So we make a run, when we come back, we want to change the rear ratios, which we've done 3 times this week. Can't make them all out. So we can change rear end ratios just like that, 10 minutes. He has it in and out of the car. And then gear ratios from transmissions, we got a few. That's first gears.
Are you jealous?
This is second and third gears, okay? And this is fourth gears and headsets. That's a lot of gears.
Yeah.
And if sometimes you can, a picture is worth 1,000 words or whatever. But that's all the different ratios Jamie can make.
Holy cow.
Wait a minute, it's not over yet. We've got more out here. Okay. He can, those are all different ratios he can make. So he can make between like a 271 first gear and a 288 first gear. So we have a lot, and then second gear, third gear, so it's a matrix. And he goes through and he picks out gears, he plugs them into this formula here, and kind of looks at what the splits are, what he works with. This is where Jamie works, this is his computer. And he works everywhere. See, he does the computer here, he does all the other ones there. We carry engines, we got 2 engines underneath here now. Carry 4, before we have to report vacuum cleaner. And you know that cleanliness is next to godliness, so we got to worry about cleanliness. We got our vacuum cleaners underneath vacuum. We got fuel underneath it, which is kind of important. We have to keep our gasoline and our oil underneath that vacuum. And these are actually in here. We have springs, you know, coil springs for the car. Oh, this is a coil spring, not a snake. Coil springs, and so we just keep them there. So if we want to change the spring rate on the car, we got all kinds of stuff in here. Those are carburetor parts we have to put in.